Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Wednesday. All right, guys. Well, looks like we have some Salt Lake City to talk about. I don't know if you guys watched last night's episode, but of course we got the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City along with Vanderpump Rules. So it seemed like we got a lot to fill our cup. Um, yeah, it was definitely interesting. I re-watched everything this morning. Yeah, it was wild. But guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's just jump right in, shall we? I think so. All right, guys. So starting here, I don't know if you watched last night's episode, but the ladies embarked on a trip to Greece. Now, clearly, tensions erupted between Meredith and Heather Gay with the cast, and the conflict began over earlier accusations where Heather felt like Meredith had called her a liar. And Meredith wanted a private conversation to reconcile, but Heather refused, instead, opting for confrontation in front of the group. I feel like that is a standard Heather move. She wants to have this fight out in front of all of the women. That way, everybody can chime in. Now, during a group dinner at a cliffside restaurant, tensions boiled over where Meredith attempted a peace offering. She gave an evil eye necklace to Heather. Heather didn't reject the gift, but she did say that a gift would not undo what she believed Meredith had done. So it's like, I'm not rejecting the gift, but I'm rejecting the fact that you're using the gift in order to eliminate some sort of public conversation, which I agree with Meredith in this moment. It's like, why can you not have a conversation with just me? Why is that not possible? It doesn't even make sense. But Heather publicly accused Meredith of assassinating her character, claiming that Meredith degraded their friendship by calling her a liar. And Meredith denied it. She denied saying all of it. And truly, I think that what Heather did was she pulled out "you're calling me a liar" based off of Meredith denying the claims that Heather made, but she didn't outwardly say, "You are a liar." So there's definitely a difference there. But as a result of the heated confrontation, Meredith excused herself and she walked out, refusing to continue with the group drama under what she described as a stone wall of denial. And some of the other cast members, including Lisa Barlow, they weighed in. Lisa accused Heather of holding unrealistic friendship standards, arguing that everyone makes mistakes and Heather cannot constantly judge people so harshly. So there was some subdrama regarding accusations of snobby behavior by Lisa, and there were some conflicts over who owed certain items, like Cartier watches, for example. And there were some fights over what's appropriate for a girls' trip versus glam time. So the Greece trip it was meant to be like a bonding experience, but clearly, if you guys didn't watch, you need to go watch because it descended into this like chaotic interpersonal warfare with some resentment, some public callouts, and a fractured group atmosphere by the end of the episode. So I don't know if this was exactly what they were planning on, but I can tell you that it doesn't seem like it went the way that they thought it would. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So moving on. Meredith Marks also, she reportedly, like you guys saw, where it wasn't this week's episode, it was last week's episode. She distributed drug tests to her castmates at a spill the tea party, telling anyone who accused her of drug or alcohol misuse they should take the test. Now, clearly, this was going to be met with backlash, and Whitney Rose called the move diabolical. But she felt that Meredith was weaponizing suspicion and doubt, in her words, and it was a malicious manipulation rather than a genuine attempt at accountability. No, I think that if you're going to sit there and you're going to accuse somebody of being fucked up on multiple drugs and all of these things, and somebody brings you a drug test and says, hey, listen, I'll do this drug test with you. I'm going to do this and let's kind of see who else here might be under, I don't know, some sort of influence. I think that it was a great way to do it. But some castmates described the test give out as a publicity stunt, convenient and clout chasing, and one said that it was another stunt. Another called Meredith's timing and approach convenient. My thing is if you're not actually trying to hide something, why not take the test and be like, who gives a shit? I'm not hiding anything. I'm not fucked up. I'm not doing drugs. Why wouldn't you take the test? But Meredith did defend herself by accusing Whitney of projecting, and she also argued that Whitney often jumps to insinuations about her, and she claimed that she merely suggested tests to anyone who has nothing to hide. If you have nothing to hide, why won't you do it? That was her stance. And to be honest with you, I fully agree with that. Like, if you don't have anything to hide and you're not under the influence of anything, why not take the drug test? Why sit there and be like, oh, well, I think that Meredith has a problem mixing substances. Okay. Well, if you're on your high horse and you think that she has a problem mixing substances, then why would you not sit there and care to share your own, I don't know, just sobriety by taking a drug test and putting those rumors to bed? That way it gives you a platform to stand on. She also called out what she perceives to be hypocrisy in the cast dynamic. According to her, certain cast members pretend to follow their friendship constitution, the pact that they made, but in practice, they broke those rules. And especially when it came to her and her longtime ally, Brittany Bateman. And she feels like, wait, what the fuck are you guys doing? Now, the fallout, it deepened existing, issues. Some women, like Bronwyn, tried to defend the idea of amendments and rules amongst the group, but many agreed that the trust and bond had already eroded. And that could be true too. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm just curious what you guys think. I fully agree with Meredith Marks. Like, if you're going to sit there and say, oh, well, you think I'm on drugs. Okay. So then take a drug test. If you're also not on drugs, why would you not take a drug test? It doesn't make sense. I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section. Smash the like button. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Bye, guys. Love you.